So then you are affected. So in courtship, those are the things that we should talk about when you are in courtship. So many times we just think of how handsome he is. You talk about, I love you, I love you. You know, you are the honey in my what? You are my mosquito in my mosquito net. You are what? You are always describing those things, but we are not talking about real issues. So when people are in courtship, they should learn to discuss important things. When we get married, I have a vision that I'll be running my own business like this. When we get married, will I have time to practice singing? Because I love singing. But most of the times we don't speak about those things. Because when people are in love, they say love is blind. Hey, you open your eyes when you are in marriage and it will be horrible.
Yes.
So don't hide your feelings when you are in courtship. Don't hide your feelings. Say whatever you think and tell that person your desires, the things that you love, the things that you don't want to stay without.
I'm learning. I am learning.
Relationship to be strong.
Okay, so let's assume that I have lost myself in relationship. Maybe the person has left, or maybe the person hasn't left, or I don't know any other scenario. But then I come to realize that I have lost myself. This is not the Rutendo that I used to be. This is not the me. Or maybe you as my mother, you tell me, like, my daughter, there is something wrong with you. You are not the same person as you used to be. What do I do?
First of all, you check yourself. What are your strength points and what are your weaknesses? How can you deal with your weakness? Maybe you love that man so much or that guy so much that you cannot say no to him. Then if you realize that, write a letter. If you cannot say it by words, write a letter telling him that, you know, I'm not comfortable with this and this and this, but I love you. So by that way, when you meet again, you will see the reaction. Is he respecting your words that you wrote in that letter or in that SMS? Is he respecting them? If he is not respecting those words, pray about it. Try to analyze again. Is he for real that he loves me, or he just wants to abuse my life? And you know, when you think of being abused and you love yourself, you get angry about yourself. And the moment when you get angry about yourself, you are to loosen yourself from that tied thing that is tying you. So it will be difficult, I know, because you love that person. But when you realize that he is respecting what you have said, but it's only the power of love that is pulling you and himself, you are failing to control yourself, then that's high time to tell him, when we thought we were going to marry in 2 years' time, but I think it's high time. Because what we are doing now too much. It's too much for us. So if the plans were too far, we have to make them to be so near because of the things that are happening. Because love grows. So you tell him that this is how far we have gone with our love. And to this extent that we have reached, I don't think we can continue like this. You have to do something. Procedures of marrying has to be done now. Whether he doesn't have money, introductions and whatever, they don't need money. But at least you'll be safe that now known. To both sides it's something that is known, but still try to avoid to enter into sex or intimacy, because it will destroy you. Because sometimes these guys, they will even refuse the responsibility of impregnating you, not because that they don't love you, but because of their situation. The man is not there. So he's now thinking, will I be able to cater for this child who is coming? So when you realize you are in that situation, you may reduce time of seeing each other. You may ask, hey, let's meet to tell him I'm busy with this and that. By that way, you'll be reducing your problems. Because
this was very interesting, very, and educative.
Yes. So that's another way that you can do. Just to reduce time to be with him. Reduce it. And it will also make your mind to be strong and know who you are and what you are supposed to achieve.
Well, I keep on. I'm keeping on getting amazed and surprised and genuine. I'm saying, what would be your last words? Though we wanted it to be more and more, what would be your last words for those who are in love, for those who are pursuing for love, for those who want to find love?
Those who are in love and those who are pursuing to be in love, I advise you, my words is this: love is so sweet. Love is so sweet. But we need to be full of wisdom how to handle every situation that we meet in that word love. For it to perform its results in our whole life, we need to be very wise and ask God to direct us and give us wisdom to come out of any situation that would want to make us miserable in that word, which is great, which is love. You have to get love with all your eyes open. All your eyes open, and ask God to enlighten the inner man to see what is inside that man, because God is the one who knows all human beings in this earth.
Exactly.
So he will reveal the type of a person whom we are dealing with. And he loves us.
So putting God first, even when you are now in the relationship, putting God first.
Yes, that's the answer.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Even now, so I can say, Rutendo, you know, my daughter, this guy is not fine. You will not listen. But if God speaks to you, you listen. You will hear that this is God. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. If I could unpack all the questions that I have regarding, because you have given me so much, and I'm thinking, wow, I was supposed to be writing all of those things that you're saying.
The good part of it, we have recorded this video, so it is for the benefit of all who are desiring to have a good courtship and a blissful marriage. So I say thank you for asking me these questions. I just love to see people happy in their marriage as I am. I enjoy my marriage every day. I'm on honeymoon every day. So I desire that to happen.
Every day is honeymoon.
Yes, so I desire this to happen in many people's lives. That's my desire.